Okay, so this whole module is going to be based around the idea of how to pass straight through into mount. It's a great skill set, one that you can play forever conceivably, because it's going to be based on your positioning, your posture, and just timing, and very little to do with speed. And once you get the right control points, you'll find that there's a very clear path. The main endpoint we're going to be arriving to, even though we have a lot of different ways to get there, is going to be either getting your opponent's legs pinned to one side and straddling the legs while keeping the upper body flat. So in other words, rotating the lower body one direction, the upper body the other direction, or dropping your knee in between the two, and then you'll have a clear path to mount one way or the other. At the very least, you'll be able to dismount and go to side control or take the back, but a lot of times you're going to be able to go straight to mount. Let's take a look at the basic endpoint position. Okay. From here, I'm going to do the rudder motion, move the legs to the side using my hips. Very little to do with my arms whatsoever. Okay, what makes it very technical. I'm dropping in an underhook here. I'm raised up right now, but I'd be nice and tight. An underhook such that he can't underhook me. So I'd be down low. My head would go under his chin or to his far shoulder to try and keep the upper body flat. And now from here, you'll see that right as I slide enough to get his knee close to the mat, then I'm going to turn in, and I'll either be straddling the legs or just a little movement here, just a slight raising of my hips, and I drag through until I can drop my knee in the middle. Once I have this, I'm great. And I want to make sure my knee isn't down here. Okay, see that space? I want to be all the way up in. Now it's just a matter of me clearing the path here. So I've got the underhook. My head is flattening right out. I'm just going to bring my leg back so you can see. From here, I just pick up his elbow, very strong mechanical motion. My knee goes to the hip, and then the leg that's splitting his guard right now just comes up and finishes the mount. So from here, 1, 2 into the hip, 3. I like to drag this arm along with me so that I keep him flat. He can't go right in for an elbow knee escape. Let's look at it from the other direction. What I'd like to do is to program everybody's responses to this aspect of the game so that, I mean, any point that you're a little behind, you just keep working your angles until you find your way in. But what we'd be looking for is any moment of separation, I touch down in my pass, right? Toreando, leg drag, back and forth, X pass or tripod pass, whatever you call it, back and forth. Whatever I can do, I find the separation, okay, you always take the quickest, most direct path. If I get my pass, great. But at any point that he goes into the roll, if I can go right into this position ahead of his roll, I'll do it rather than have to, like, you know, shuck and jive back and forth to find the shin pin, okay? So in other words, from here, I go the same thing, okay, moving, I go here, okay, now I pull that through, he's rolling up, I'm just immediately looking for it right at that moment. Does that make sense? Okay, I go like, as soon as he's in the roll, I'm like, oh, I'm ahead of you. Because I'm gonna feel whether I got this or not, and as he's trying to roll up, okay, maybe I can beat him. Maybe I can get in that space first. If he's ahead of me, okay, I already know where I'm going. I'm one step ahead. Good. So here's where I come. Right? So everybody sees right here, as I fall into this position, you gotta notice a couple things. Even if he makes his legs super heavy, I can come all the way head down. I just use my palms so I'm not doing a face plant. And here's what I'm looking for. My foot still has a hook inside his leg. Okay? Why is that important? First, because I have some control in the far leg. Second, because I don't want to be fighting a leg lock. Okay? Sometimes the leg will be out and I can still swim it back in. There's other positions I can use as well, such as Xing up here. But right now, this is all I'm looking for. He's heavy. Okay? Very, very heavy from here. Now, all I'm looking for, once I have the hook in and my arm is outside his leg,
is to control this space. So to do that, I'm going to pinch my elbow and knee together here. Now, if Eric starts to scoot away, okay, starts to make his leg as heavy as possible, he doesn't want me to come around, okay, see, I still can control. And that's the first line of control I want everybody to have. Okay, is this hook and then this connection. Once you're here, you can start to really beat his ability to pummel his legs back in, even if he's super flexible, even if he's making his legs heavy, even if he's scooting, as I just control this first. So, once I make this connection, I just continue to improve it. Now I come in, now I can get the grip, okay, because I was trying to make sure I didn't skip ahead and miss details.
Yeah, Davey. This is all day.
Right?
Yeah.
And now from here, okay, I might even bring this foot out if I need to. Now I come in, I complete the pass, okay? Obviously not actually completed right now, but once I get this far, bring the head, you know, I come over, okay? Does that make sense to everybody?